Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I would really love that. And if you're returning, how you doing? Huh? Get that first cup of coffee. Actually, it's my second. But you know, it's like when you can't get through your day. So we got a lot to talk about, all right? There's probably going to be some shite gum coming out my mouth. It's like I got diarrhea of the mouth, but who cares? As long as we get information out, we get the point across, we're good, right? So there's going to be links in the description box below. You guys know to always go to the description box below for all the good links. Plus there's links to preps that I have bought. There's links to like really good deals that I have found, that subscribers have found. Plus there's links to small businesses that are owned by people in our community, stuff like that, okay? So this link will bring you to this. And I'm like, I don't know, me. And it has to do with the ports, right? And it says the Big C, you know what that is, has purchased major shipping ports all around the world in a bid to control the world's supply chains. Excuse me? What for? But are we comparing sizes now? Do I have to get out the ruler? What's going on here? The Great Reset, okay, equals global supply chain disruptions manufactured by blaming the Rona. Why? That's said and done. Okay, so they need a new shiny object, right? Because the Rona that shiny object. It's dull. It's like a dingbat. It's dull. It doesn't. It's worn out, right? So now they need something new. Okay, so Americans can own almost nothing in China, and certainly not an entire port facility, okay? Is this fair trade? We have to stop allowing the Big C any access to America, whether it be travel, business, until we have exactly the same access within the Big C that they have here. That means no students coming here, because those students, they're spies. You know that, right? That shouldn't be any kind of surprise to you, right? Invading our universities, it's just no visas for work. Our government is selling us out to the Big C day after day. Hey, what are you doing, Stormy? And our government officials, including senators, Stormy, your religion, stop it, and congressmen are on the take from the Big C, okay? They're allowed to fake it by doing deals through their family members, but then leave office multimillionaires because of their graft and corruption. It's disgusting. And, I don't know if anybody realizes any of this, but it had to be said. It had to be said. So, on to this. There's... I know, Stormy. This is catastrophic for the American food supply, okay? And Union Pacific, okay, they're significantly cutting the fertilizer shipments during the planting season, which is right now, okay? You know, and I know, if you've ever planted a garden, whether it's herbs, tomato plants, pepper, whatever the case may be, even if it's flower, anything, okay? Right now is the time, okay? If you haven't started your seedlings inside right after the last frost, you're you're direct sewing right now, okay? You may have never heard of CF Industries, but a release that company issued this past week should send chills down the spine of every single one of us, all Americans. CF Industries, they're engaged in leveraging their unique capabilities to accelerate the world's transition to clean energy. So, to put fears of leftists to rest, the CF Industries is not some type of right-wing conglomerate, all right? Their mission is to provide clean energy to feed and fuel the world's sustainability. That's a mission we can all get behind, right? Stormy, stop eating my hair. And this is why a corporate communication issued by CF Industries on April 14th was so disturbing. As a leading manufacturer of hydrogen and nitrogen products, they are an important component of the agricultural industry, not only in the U.S., but across the globe, okay? And last week, the company advised customers it serves via Union Pacific rail lines that the shipping reductions implemented by the railroad would result in delays of nitrogen fertilizer shipments. So, what does this mean? This comes at a very untimely moment because we are currently in the midst of spring growing season. Okay, like I said, if you didn't start your seedlings indoors after the last frost, then you're direct sowing right now. Okay, whether it's by a greenhouse or just outside, right? Stormy bug, I know. When fertilizer is such a vital component in our ability to raise crops, do you use fertilizer? I use fertilizer. I use something called black cow fertilizer. What is it? It's cow manure. I use it for all of my citrus trees, and it does wonders. It's beautiful. Okay? CF said that they're now unable to accept new rail sales involving Union Pacific for the foreseeable future. And CF is one of 30 companies to face these restrictions. So what's going to be the result of all this? In some corners, Stormy, the belief is this could prove catastrophic, as the United States is already facing food shortages. Have you been to the grocery store lately and looked at produce? Or even anywhere in the grocery store? I'm sure you have, because not all of us shop online for our groceries, right? Moreover, this shutdown doesn't only affect fertilizer, okay, but also DEF, which is the diesel exhaust fluid, which is a necessary component for tractors, transportation trucks, construction equipment, and any machinery that uses diesel engines. This was explained in the I know, son, I'm not upset. It's okay. In the CF Industries release, which is as follows. CF Industries ships to customers via Union Pacific rail lines, primarily from its Donaldsville complex in Louisiana and its Port Neal, and that's Neal, complex in Iowa. The rail lines serve key agricultural areas such as Iowa, Illinois, Kansas, Nebraska, Texas, and California. Products that will be affected include nitrogen fertilizers, such as urea and urea ammonium nitrate, or UAN, as well as DEF, an emissions-controlled product required for diesel trucks. Now, CF Industries is the largest producer of urea, UAN, and DEF in North America, and its Donaldsonville complex is the largest single production facility for the products in North America. Now, the president and CEO of CF Industries, his name is Tony Will, W-I-L-L. How are you? I know you can't see me right now, but you can hear me, right? Go. He said, the timing of this action by Union Pacific could not come at a worse time for farmers. Not only will fertilizer be delayed by these shipping restrictions, but additional fertilizer needed for complete spring applications may be unable to reach farmers at all. By placing this arbitrary restriction on just a handful of shippers, Union Pacific is jeopardizing farmers' harvests and increasing the cost of food for consumers. Okay, so the rest of this article I'm going to leave for you. Okay, the link is going to be in the description box below. So I hope you realize what's really coming down the pike, okay? Because this is not good for any of us. So if you haven't started your own, I like to call them victory gardens, okay? If you haven't started your own victory gardens by way of just an herb garden, hydroponic garden, a greenhouse of some sort, just something, please, I urge you to start gardening now, okay? Even if you say, I know I've heard it all. I don't have the room. I don't have a yard. I live with someone. I can't do it. I live in an apartment. I live in a duplex. I live in a condo. I understand. I live in a house. I have a fairly large backyard. What am I doing? I'm still doing hydroponics. Why? Because I'm disabled. I can't do it anymore. My back literally feels like it's on fire 24/7. I can't do it anymore. Okay? So, you've seen what I'm growing. I've got lettuce, I've got arugula, I've got spinach, I've got tomatoes, I've got 2 different kinds of peppers, cucumbers. I'm growing a significant amount of vegetables here in 2 hydroponic gardens. Now, granted, I'm going to be adding 1 or 2 more hydroponic gardens to add to that. But there's always, where there's a will, there's a way, yeah? Okay. So, there's just so much, okay, that needs to be done still in order to fully, because you can buy all the food that you want. You really can. But in order to become completely self-sustainable, I really feel that you should be having some kind of a system to grow food. I really do. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a gardener. I'm saying that as a gardener and someone of the prepared mind as well. Okay? So, that's all for this video, guys. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fearless.